Well, welcome along to one of the most exciting days in the Rugby League calendar, the first round draw for the Ladbrokes Challenge Cup. The first step back to the Challenge Cup final itself here at Wembley on Saturday, August the 27th. 36 clubs are in the hat today, made up of community clubs, the armed forces and the universities. 2015 was one of the most memorable Challenge Cup finals of all time, not least thanks to the participation of our two special guests here today. Lizzie Jones, who produced one of the greatest performances this stadium has witnessed with her emotional rendition of Abide With Me in honour of her late husband, the Welsh international Danny Jones. And Leeds winger Tom Briscoe, who wrote his name into Wembley legend with the first ever 5-try haul in a Ladbrokes Challenge Cup final, which also brought him the coveted Lance Todd Trophy as well. And Tom's in familiar territory today because the dressing room we're in here is the same dressing room that his Leeds colleagues used last year to prepare for and indeed celebrate that Challenge Cup final win. Tom's going to be doing the home draw, the home ties, and Lizzie will be drawing the away teams. So please put the balls in that big plastic container so we know they're all in. 36 balls going in there. And hopefully 36 balls are coming out. Just give the bag a real squeeze, just make sure there's nothing hidden in there. Good. We're joined, by the way, by many of the club's representatives who are going to be drawn out of this ball in just a moment. Tom, take it away.
Number 14.
Number 14, that's the London Chargers Rugby League, the current London Premier Champions.
Number 25.
And they will be playing Shawcross Sharks from Dewsbury. Lost to Normanton Knights this time last year.
Number 28.
28, Thatto Heath Crusaders from St Helens.
Number 10.
Number 10, Hunslet Club Parkside. They've already started this year in a winning way. State of Hunslet winners against Hunslet Warriors the other day.
Number 1.
Number 1, Aberdeen Warriors, their third Challenge Cup appearance. The most successful Scottish club.
Number 17.
Number 17 is Northumbria University. Formidable home record last year. I think they won all 7 they played at home, but they're away.
Number 27.
Number 27, East Leeds. Lost to Kells at this stage last year.
Number 20.
Number 20, Pilkington Rex. One of the famous community club names. Promotion to the National Conference last season.
Number 16.
Number 16 is Normanton Knights from Wakefield, who once beat Leeds, by the way, in the Challenge Cup, but that was 116 years ago, so no worries.
Number 3.
And they will play number 3, Distington, from up there in Workington, in Cumbria.
Number 29.
29 is the Army, who are here today. Lost at home to Wathbrow last year.
Number 26.
Well, they won't be playing Wathbrow this year. They'll be playing against Siddle, who beat the RAF last year. So they've got some real pedigree in terms of playing the armed forces.
Number 33.
Number 33, West Bowling from Bradford in the Pennine League.
Number 13.
And they will play number 13, Loch Lane. Mark Aston and Paul Broadbent, famous ex-players from them.
Number 12.
Number 12, Lee Miners Rangers, got all the way to the 5th round last year. Beat the semi-professionals Oxford on the way.
Number 31.
And they will play against Underbank Rangers from Holmfirth, the home club of the famous Harold Wagstaff.
Number 4.
Number 4, East Leeds. Lost to Kells last year at this stage.
Number 19.
And they will play against number 19, Alton Raiders. So it's a bit of a local derby.
Number 15.
Number 15, Millom. Coronation Field is the destination for somebody.
Number 9.
And they will play number 9, the University of Hull, in their first ever Challenge Cup. They go to one of the oldest clubs in Rugby League.
Number 23.
Number 23, the Royal Navy. Outstanding win against Saddleworth this time last year.
Number 6.
And they will play against number 6, Featherstone Lions, which will bring a smile to Tom's face, his former community club.
Number 35.
Number 35 is Widnes West Bank from the North West Men's League.
Number 21.
And they will play number 21, Rochdale Mayfield, the Blue and Whites. named after the famous Mayfield Hotel.
Number 32.
Number 32 is Wathbrow Hornets. They're up there in Cumbria, Cleatormore.
Number 22.
And they will play number 22, the Royal Air Force. Lost to Siddle in the first round last year, hoping to go better this time.
Number 8.
Number 8 is Hull Dockers. Again, one of the old proud names of Rugby League.
Number 30.
Will play against number 30, Thornhill Trojans. One of their famous days was against Strela Kazan, the Russian side, back in 2007.
Number 5.
Number 5, Egremont Rangers. Cup upset against Workington in 1998.
Number 2.
And they will play number 2, the Bridgend Blue Bulls, 8 times Welsh champions.
Number 34.
Number 34 is West Hull. Third round last year, eventually beaten by Lee Miners Rangers.
Number 7.
And they will play number 7, the Great Britain Police, who are here today. Intake of breath from them.
Number 11.
Number 11 is Kells, forced the old Fulham side to a replay back in 1987, their Great Cup upset.
Number 18.
Number 18, Nottingham Outlaws. Challenge Cup debut 7 years ago, a real flourishing club.
Number 36.
Number 36 is York Acorn. Beat Normanton in a promotion playoff last November to get themselves back in the National Conference League.
Number 24.
And they will play against Charleston Rovers, another great rugby league name, a village that's produced, of course, 3 Lance Todd Trophy winners, Don Neil Fox and the other one as well, Carl Dooler, that's it. And a Lance Todd Trophy winner who helped us draw that out as well. Tom, what do you make of that draw? What about your old team, Featherstone Lions?
Yeah, who they got, sorry?
Who they got? It's a very good question. I'm glad you were paying attention. They play against the Royal Navy who are here today.
Right, yeah, interesting game, isn't it? Obviously, for me, coming from that club, and quite a few others, so it's be a good experience for the guys down at Featherstone, and know a few guys down there who will be pretty happy and excited about that draw.
Lizzie, great performance last year, and you've been on the Rugby League stage since as well, but I think everybody's going to remember that rendition of Abide With Me. And what was going through your mind before you walked out on that Wembley pitch last year?
Just get out onto that pitch and sing, get through it. Yeah, it's a wonderful experience. It's so lovely to be back. Got a lot of wonderful life-changing memories here that I'll never forget.
And the way the Rugby League community came after the sad passing of Danny, how they came together, that must have given you so much support.
Yeah, they're incredible. They're incredible. They're still incredible. It's a wonderful family to be part of. So supportive. It's just been brilliant.
Tom, you've got a very different reason for remembering last year, the 5 tries. Were you aware at the time of the history you were making?
No, certainly not. I think growing up, you obviously hear about the tries that have been scored there and the memorable ones, but as a player, it wasn't something that I ever thought I'd achieve, so I never took note of any records there. So to have achieved that and to be told after the game was a pretty special moment there, yes.
Because it was a difficult start to the season for you, wasn't it? You had the injury, you were out for a long time, so to finish that way must have been fantastic. Yeah,
obviously I started the season in good form, then got the injury like you say, so to be out for so long while the team are doing so well as well, it was pretty disheartening, and there were a few dark days obviously there, but to come back and achieve what we did there, it made it all worthwhile.
Yeah. Lizzie, a performance at Wembley, performance in the Test series as well, which went down very well. Anything else on the horizon? Anything else planned?
Hopefully a few more rugby gigs this year that are booked in. A few more exciting bits coming in, but just focusing on looking after the twins and keeping busy.
So nothing you can tell us about us at this stage?
I don't think so, no.
All right. Well, we won't push you any further. And Tom, you're at the best time of the season, aren't you, for a professional rugby league player? This is the time all professional rugby league players really love, isn't it?
Yeah, I think if you ask anyone, they'll say a different answer to that. Obviously, we're coming up to. I've just done a tough period throughout the year, which is pre-season. It's all building up to get our fitness levels and strength levels to where they need to be in order to start the season strongly.
Yeah, and it's a tough year for you, isn't it? Because you've lost 3 of the great warriors, three of your great leaders, and having achieved what you achieved last year, there's going to be great expectations on your team again this year.
Yeah, definitely, but I think the players that we've brought in will hopefully fill that gap that the players that have left will leave. But I think it's down to us players that are there and the new younger generation to pick up where they left off. I think they left the club in a great position in order to succeed. So we just need to take that and hopefully emulate what's gone in the last decade.
And just give us a bit of an insight. I know I was talking to one club, and the players were saying they're running up and down a certain hill 18 times, and the average person, if they walk it up once, it absolutely destroys them, but they're asked to do it 18 times. What kind of stuff goes on at Leeds that us average human beings would never even be able to contemplate physically?
Yeah, it's all stuff like that. Obviously, a hill running, and just this week, because of our training ground, it's flooded. We're out and about, but we're down at Stanningley Amateur Club, so there's a few muddy fields there, so we're just diving in the puddles. I think they find the biggest puddle on the field and put our drills in the middle of it, so it's all good fun though.
And Stanningley, of course, Jamie Jones Buchanan, his old team, wasn't it? And Jamie Peacock there as well.
Yeah, I've got a good link with the Rhinos there, so I think they've helped us out to hopefully give us a training ground while ours is sorted.
Yeah, good. Well, good luck for the season.
Thank
and
you.
Just a final word, because we're going to see the draw again in just a moment when it's ready. But a final word on, you have been involved at the early stages of the Challenge Cup. You're now involved with a club that expects to be here on the 27th of August. But what does it mean for the smaller clubs, for the community clubs like Featherstone Lions, etc.?
Oh, it's massive. Obviously, to get drawn against any team, there's a possibility of going all the way and appearing here. So it's an exciting time, and like you said at the start, it's an exciting time for all the clubs involved in this draw to have the experience of playing in a Challenge Cup and with a possibility of winning this great trophy.
Yeah, well, there it is. That is a fantastically iconic trophy, isn't it, in the world of rugby league? The oldest knockout trophy in rugby league, the most glittering, and some would say the most glamorous as well. We're going to see the way the draw has come out in just a few moments' time, but to remind you, these ties will be the 30th and the 31st of January, so not long before the Challenge Cup season kicks off properly. To remind you also, the final itself back here at Wembley Stadium on the 27th of August, Saturday the 27th of August. Full coverage across the BBC, of course, in all the early rounds on BBC Local Radio, on BBC Radio 5 Live Sports Extra, and BBC Television as well, covering the major events between now and that big finale. And if you want to be a part of it, if you want to get along and see some of these games, if you want to be back here at Wembley as well, what a fantastic day out it is, then go along to the RFL's website, rugbyleaguetickets.co.uk. You can get all your ticketing information right there, rugbyleaguetickets.co.uk. So let's have a look again how the first round of the Ladbrokes Challenge Cup has panned out, the way they have come out of the hat. I think we can see them right now. You're back at home watching on your computer screens. They'll be popping up in just a moment, and I'll run you through those teams as well, those ties, the way they came out right now. This is the way they came out of the hat, thanks to Lizzie and Tom. London Chargers at home to Shawcross, Thatto Heath against Hunslet Parkside, Aberdeen against Northumbria University, Stanningley against Piltrex, Normanton against Distington, the Army will play against Siddle, West Bowling against Loch Lane, Lee Miners Rangers against Underbank, East Leeds against Alton Rangers, Millom against the debutants, University of Hull. What a big battle they've got on their hands, the University boys. Royal Navy against the Featherstone Lions, Widnes West Bank against Rochdale Mayfield, Wathbrow against the Royal Air Force, Hull Dockers against Thornhill Trojans, Egremont Rangers against the Blue Bulls from Bridgend, West Hull against the Great Britain Police, Kells against Nottingham, and York Acorn against Charleston. Those ties to be played on January 30th and 31st. Good luck to all those teams, and good luck to everybody who's going to be taking part in the Ladbrokes Challenge Cup this year. Goodbye.